Hey, what's going on folks? This is Christian, and if you're enjoying the content I'm uploading to the channel, then feel free to subscribe. Also, feel free to offer any suggestions on board games you'd recommend we review. Finally, if you're interested in joining our AOS campaign, then head over to our Discord and become part of the story.
Hello folks, and today we've got another unboxing video for you, and this is going to be on Gamelyn Games Tiny Epic Dungeons. Now this is one that's just come to me as part of a Kickstarter, and I have not opened it yet, so I'm quite excited to see what bits and pieces are going to be in it. Let's pop it open. So one of the cool things about the Gamelyn Games stuff, especially the Tiny Epic things, is that you get so much in the box. And in this one we've got the Adventurer's Manual. Tells us all about the abilities, how to play the game, and what components. Look at the components that are in this box. So we've got, I'll pop these open and we can have a look at all of them, but I'll just get them all out first. So we've got some cards and some minis. Got more meatballs in there, some more wooden bits. Some dice. Some beautiful miniatures. Lots of cards. And what looks like some boss cards as well. So I'm going to just pop all these out the way and then we'll have a look at the bits and pieces separately. So the first bit we'll have a look at is this big stack of cards that we've got in here. So really nice looking card, pretty durable. Not too thick either, thankfully, because of it being a small box. And these, from the looks of it, I don't know if we got Claws of Darkness, Invisibility. So these must be items, these things. So that's I guess that must be the starting area. So we've got items, I guess, or spells from the looks of it. These look like the dungeon bits. Boss key, you'll know that from any Legend of Zelda game. Are these potentially traps? Who knows? I'll have to have a read through the book. I am going to do a playthrough of this tomorrow, so I'm going to take some pictures for that as well. And maybe this is miniatures? No, not miniatures. Mobs. Oh no, bad guys. Dire Serpent, Dungeon Crawler, Skeleton, Troll, Ogre, Minotaur, Troglodyte, and Ooze. So those definitely look like enemies. And then we've got loot. Yeah, here we go. Here's some nice loot. Cursed Dragon Scale. Really cool looking artwork on the cards as well. And then we have the monsters. Stabby Goblins, Boomy Goblin, and Pokey Goblin, and Shooty Goblin. Lots of goblins, and I do love me gobblers. Let's have a look at these. So we have, I think this is one for descending into the dungeon. Act 2 and Act 1. Yeah, so there's, you've got your resources and stuff. So these must be the help cards for your players. And they also have the characters on the back. So each of the characters comes with a help section on the back. Excellent. And then we have the bosses. The Dragon, Hydra, Goblin King, the Pharaoh, the Gorgon, and the Seer. Very Dungeons and Dragons. So let's have a look at the dice. Always nice to have dice. And they are really, really nice looking marble dice as well. I do love a marble dice. That's the one thing I'm a bit of a sucker for. So I've got little heart containers. What look like traps or locks. These look like the miniatures that we had before. So we've got the ogre, the skeleton, the minotaur. Oop, lost one. Guess that's the troll. He doesn't want to stay in my hand. Spider. And then we've got, I guess, different levels of enemies. Serpent. There's the little one gobber. Some boss ones there. There's the ooze. I like the ooze one. That one looks really nice. Zappy lightning bolts. And then some kind of sigil. And we got some grey hearts as well there. Wonder if they might be for the boss. So we'll stick those all there. Then we've got another one with some meeples. These ones look like elementals maybe. Or maybe they're different bosses. Maybe this is the Kickstarter stuff. I am not sure. Yes, this is the Kickstarter stuff. So these were the things that came with the Kickstarter. So Potions and Perils, which is a mini expansion for it. So that's the thing for that. We've got 2 additional bad guys, the Demon Lord and the Lich, which I'm guessing are these 2 miniatures, mini meeples here. Stick those somewhere down here. And then we've got some extra cards. So a dungeon area, which looks like a lab. We've got the Wraith and the Vampire. Ah, that's what these are, the Wraith and the Vampire. We have Mixie Goblins. And then we have potion cards. An Epic Mug O Ale. Can't beat a bit of Bugman's. And then last but not least, the miniatures. So let's have a look at these beauties. There we go. Considering the size of them, they're actually really detailed. And how many have we got here? 8 different miniatures. I'll just show you them all one by one. The names are obviously on the hero cards that they come with. Really, really cool miniature. I don't even know which one I want to do first. I might do the dwarf. Kind of interested in this little dude. Love him. I am on a bit of a dwarf kick as well from all of my Warhammer Fantasy stuff. Got a knight there without his helmet on. Very cool. And last but not least, really awesome models. So, as you can see, these are all the components. Lots and lots of stuff you get inside that box. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to clear these all off because we have another box to go through. Tiny Epic Dungeons Stories. So this one, in addition, comes with, I think, does it say on here? Story cards, which I think give some kind of narrative to the games. So let's pop this open quick. There you see, not a standalone game. Come on, open. There we go. There we go. So we have the Adventure Storybook. So as you can see, it is a little bit more narrative driven, this one, rather than just playing your random games and the other one. So we have in here more meeples. We've got an A and B, don't know what they are yet. Obviously going to have a look in the book for those. 2 new enemy meeples and a boss meeple for the look of it. Then we've got another stack of cards, some more enemies, and more miniatures. So let's have a look through these. There we are, very cool printed ones. I really like the printing on these. Very vibrant, very standout. don't know what the A's and B's are yet. And then we've got the extra hearts. So what's inside this pack, which I believe, yeah, we go, the Tinkerer, the Mind Lasher, those are boss cards. That looks like what the sigils or something are to do with. And then we've got more characters. Human Scion, Elf Warlock, Pandakin Brewmaster, that doesn't look like it's from World of Warcraft at all. Human Adventurer, Lara Gambit, wonder what she's from. Sir Gamelin, nice. Dryad Druid, and a Halfling Bard, and a Human Monk, nice. Next up we have the story cards and all the other little loot bits that come with it. So let's just separate these. Sacrifice a minion. Rescue the adventurers. Dimensional debt. So a main game objective from the looks of it there. Some new places to visit. And these obviously look tied in with the objectives. Fire Elemental and Golem, which are the two meeples that we've got here. Some additional loot cards. Magic Blade of the Scarab. Shadow Gi of the Viper, nice. They look awesome. And we also have Spelly Goblin and Mighty Goblin. So more goblins to fight against. Excellent. Can never go wrong with a goblin. And then let's get these miniatures out. So there we have the signature Sir Gamelin. That is a really cool miniature. I'm almost tempted to pay him first now. Then we have the Pandakin, not to be confused with the Pandorians. I wish I could remember the names. This one looks very much like Ang. Then we have the Bard. I do like the Bard actually. That's a really nice one. No Pandakin. Then we got Lara Gambit. That's a pretty cool looking model. I think all the ones in this one probably outshine the ones from the previous box. But I still want to get painting that dwarf. Okay, there we go. So that's all the contents of the expansion pack as well. So as you can see, just in those two tiny boxes, we've got a lot of content. And if I can try to get them all on the screen, maybe not all entirely neat, but at least so you've got an idea of just how much stuff is inside. More and more miniatures. And then dice. And meeples. So many meeples. I'll get these all tidied up afterwards off screen. That won't be a problem. Special potions. All the additional cards, if I can get those on the screen as well. And all the other card elements. So just look at that, what you get inside the boxes of those two. One main game, most of these, and one expansion there. That is a lot of content for two tiny boxes. And hopefully, if you do manage to grab yourself a copy of it, you two do have some epic journeys in the Tiny Epic Dungeon. So I hope you enjoyed this unboxing, and I shall see you again. Bye bye.